Okay, I'm up at the top of this here mountain. It's Thursday. I snuck out of work just a little bit early, like at noon, to try to hike up here and see if I can find an elk. Because I've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then worst case, Monday, Tuesday of next week is when it ends. So I'm in the snow. I got into elk tracks, followed some of them. I'm not sure where they're going, but they don't look super fresh, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But, well, I don't know. Here's a bed. There are quite a few tracks up there. I saw elk. Well, I guess right behind here on that far canyon. Last time I was up, tried putting the sneak on them and they kicked my butt and hid. Never did see them. So anyway, I want to sit up here. I'm going to look over here on this left-hand side, see if I can see anything, and then come back down and glass over this whole side when the sun starts to set and see if anything pops out. So I've got a game plan for tomorrow. If nothing pops out, I go somewhere different. Okay, folks, this is 2022 elk camp right here. I'm in the camper all by my lonesome. I got crap sprawled everywhere, as you can plainly see. I'm getting the backpack ready for tomorrow. I just pulled everything out that I was wearing. It's drying out, as you can see. Just made a party pizza in the oven. Yeah, so I'm gonna get all situated. Got rain pants for tomorrow. It's supposed to rain or snow all day tomorrow, all day Saturday, which should be fun. I got my book that I lay down at night if I got time and I'm not too tired, and I read it. Yeah, so I got the campers winterized, so I brought water to refill my hydration pack and to drink, and that's about it. So I'm gonna finish sticking everything in where I think it's supposed to go, and pack her up. It is 8:20 in the PM, which is good. I'm going to be getting up at 5:15 tomorrow and heading up to the opposite canyon of where I was today. And I'm going to hike up and I'm going to try to look across and see if I can see those elk. Hopefully there's a bull there. And if there is, I got to go down the canyon and hike back up the other side and then try to shoot it. So if I do shoot it over there, it's going to be a pig getting out, I can tell you that much. Especially if it's snowing all day and raining. See, if it's snowing, I'm not going to be able to see very well, so I don't know. Hopefully it's not too bad and I can see good enough to be able to spot over there. If not, I hike all day, I get soaking wet, and I come back here and hang out. So that's my game plan for tomorrow. We'll shut this bad boy down and up in the old sack. Okay. It's Friday. I don't know if you can see me or not. There we go. I am hiking up this finger. It's going to let me look onto the spot where I saw the elk yesterday. It's like 7 o'clock. I got up way too early. It's snowing. I don't know if you can, well. I'm underneath a big tree. I got my clothes laying up here. I put some different clothes on because I was soaking wet. But anyway, I'm going to let it lighten up a little bit. And then I'm going to head over there and see if I can see anything. Because if I can't see anything, then there's no point in me really even doing anything. Probably started snowing about the time I got, well, I'd say about 4:30. It started snowing. Because right when I got up to start the generator, it was snowing and there was just a little tiny dusting, but it's been snowing nonstop ever since. It's not much, but it is snowing, so. And it's just pitch black out here. It's 7, I got about an hour before I can actually see anything, so I'm gonna hunker down right here and wait for it to lighten up, see if I can glass across the canyon, try to find those elk. If not, then gosh, that's blinding. If I can't see, I'm just going to wait till I can see. And then I will see if I can see something, make a attempt at getting them. So that's my plan. Hopefully it works. It's like 28 degrees out here. It's Friday. November, I don't know, 4th, 5th, something like that. So I will wait it out and get back on here in a bit. Okay. So I've gotten to a certain point where I can glass over to this other ridge. Originally I was planning on looking over that way, but it's still a little foggy. So I came up over here and looked and was glass and saw some elk. And they're up on this finger right here. So far all I can see is cows. So I got the spotter out. The ones I can see are cows. I don't know if there's someone else hiding, but I am just going to wait a little bit. See if I can pick out a bull. It's 580 yards from here, which is a long shot. So we'll see if how things pan out. But I still need to go over here and look at that side, so maybe I'll go do that and then I'll come back and see if anything's shuffled around, just to see if there's any elk over there worth pursuing. This would be much easier. It's just a straight shot down to the creek, and I just have to hike back to my truck on the dirt road, which would be piece of cake. So we'll see. Hopefully something pans out. Okay, so I've got a spike over here. I don't know if you can see it or not, though. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to try to take a shot. It's 550, I think. Okay, I think I hit it. Oh, wow, that took a lot. Oh, there he is. We got it done. So there was a spike in the group over there on that hillside. He is dead. There's like 2 trees somewhere. I can't really tell on this thing. He's right at the base of that big dead tree. He was sitting up here somewhere. I had my camcorder on there rolling. Man, I took like 3 or 4 shots and I could not hit that stupid thing. He like turned and then he went back to eating, and I'm like, what in the heck? And I had 3 bullets in my thing. I shot 2 and I'm trying to find him again. Couldn't get the 3rd bullet had gotten stuck and wouldn't pop back up and slide in there. So I got into my bino harness, pulled 2 more shells out, stuck one in, shoved another one in there. Shot again, missed him, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to see, it's foggy. And then I think my 4th shot, I finally shot, aimed a little bit high, and I hit him. I must have spined him or something, and I just saw him drop on the hillside. He just started rolling down the hill. And seems to be dead. So I am super excited that this finally happened. Took a long time. Meanwhile, my crap's just sitting here getting snowed on, soaking wet. The back of my rifle, the scope lens, was fogged up. So looking through it, it was very blurry. But anyway, we've got an elk on the ground. Finally, it's Friday. So I will probably cut over here and then take this one of these little fingers, and then I got a side hill up and get over to where he's at. Got to cut him up. I'll leave some of the meat there, and I'll take out some. Go back to the truck. The truck is at the beginning of the trail, not right here at the end, so I got to hike all the way back to the end, and then drive the truck back up here and then hike back up and get the rest, I think. I don't know, maybe I'll get some of it tomorrow. It's cold out here, it's snowing. I'm just glad that I've got an elk on the ground. So that's the other canyon over there that you can't see due to snow. The snow seems to be picking up, which is unfortunate. But at least I don't have to worry about finding an elk anymore. So anyway, I'll get this thing all positioned. I might just stick it on my head and roll like that and go from there. All right. This is where I shot it. He's over there. I've got to hike over here and down. Still snowing. Whew! Wow, talk about an adrenaline rush. Okay. Looks like I'm just going to be bushwhacking through this junk. I hate buckbrush. Yesterday on my little adventure, I hiked up through a bunch of this junk up on that one ridge. And coming down, I got into a couple spots where I got off the trail and that stuff was just like totally consuming me. I had to fight to get through it. It was horrible. I mean, there probably is some trail somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. Well, the easy part's done. I've now got to cut that elk up and pack him out. I gotta go. He's like slightly above me across that canyon. Which means I gotta lose every bit of elevation and hike back up to him, or I go way back here and just side hill, which is what I'm trying to do. I just want to stay out of this buckbrush. Okay, we are across the canyon. I was shooting from over there, and he was up there and fell down. Those two trees are the ones that I saw, and he is wadded up right here. So we'll throw this thing on the head and walk up on this trophy bull elk. Going through all the pain, you sure think you'd get a bigger one, but I'm just fine with the spike. It's better than nothing. And let's hope he's little. Whoa, whoa, jeez. Okay. He's dead. I see one bullet hole in his front shoulder. That's gonna mess up some meat. Huh, he's whistling. Some weird little clubby antlers he's got there. I must hit him in the spine back there. Okay, well, that might be my last shot right there. After I got done recording, I was looking, he wasn't dead, so I shot him again, and I think I shot through the neck and probably came out that front shoulder. So, we'll cut him up. And then we're gonna side hill down this nasty steep rock face. And I don't know if I'll do it all today or if I'll bring in some buddies. I'm guessing I'll bring some folks in, but anyway, we'll get to cutting. All right, we're gonna notch the tag. It is November 4th. Good night. That was horrible. That knife might be dull. Jeez. I think it is extremely dull. I cut right through the middle of it. Here we go. Was hoping for a monster, but well, I got meat, so can't complain too much. Better than going home empty. So I'm gonna grab something deep real quick, and then I'm gonna try to take half the elk out right now. Oh man, it's gonna be heavy. I'll try to take a hind and a front along with all my crap, and I'll leave the other stuff up here. I'll haul it all the way down to the creek bottom, and then leave my backpack, run and grab the truck. Well, no, I can't do that. I gotta take my backpack all the way to where I can drive to, and then go get the truck, and then bring an empty backpack back up to get this. So I might do the second load tomorrow. We'll see. And if I feel really unmotivated, I'll leave everything and just call some people to come help. But it is still snowing. It's probably snowed, I don't know, 2 inches maybe 3. And every time I stick my cover on this I've just had off for a couple seconds, and there's already quite a bit of snow accumulating. But I am wet, I'm bloody, but I'm glad I got an elk. Now I just got to get this sucker out of here and back to the truck. So I'm gonna grab a quick bite to eat. I'm gonna drink some water, and then load up my first batch and see how that goes. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but I got half the elk and all my crap on my backpack, and it was treacherous coming down that hill. It was rocky, it was extremely steep, so I had my trekking poles, and every time, I'd have to make sure I had a solid footing every single time I stepped. I did probably 3 cartwheels coming down. I just rolled down the hill. I couldn't control it. This backpack's, oh, I don't know, 120 pounds maybe. It's freaking heavy. It's hard to get up once you fall down too, so. Anyway, I'm back on the flat trail that takes you back to where I can pull the truck up to. So that is glorious. Still snowing, bigger flakes. It's beautiful out here. I was just worried I was gonna die back there on that hill. No, that was rough. There was no game trail, so I was just bushwhacking, and oh, it was miserable. So anyway, I'm gonna keep going. Oh, I'll come back tomorrow. There's no way I'm doing this again today. My legs are just constantly flexed and tight, so oh man, I'm tired. But I got an elk, so that's good. I made it back to the road. So I'm gonna leave all that junk right there by that tree. And I'm gonna walk 1 mile down this road, grab my truck, come back and grab my stuff. Oh, go back and relax. I think that compressed a handful of vertebrae on my back doing that. That was probably not smart, but I got half the elk, so tomorrow will be easy. Me and one of the guys should be able to get it without too much trouble. So I'm gonna make my way back. Okay, back at the truck, which is a very welcoming sight. It snowed, I don't know, 3-4 inches since I've been gone probably. I just met a couple dudes that were rolling up the road here, road hunting. They're just driving around looking for something off the road. And they're like, "Did you get something?" I said, "Yeah." "And you shot it by yourself?" I said, "Sure, why not?" So anyway, we're gonna go get my backpack, get the heck out of here. So we'll catch you in a few. Okay, we're back at the retrieval site. Man, that's a full backpack. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was stupid. Absolutely stupid. Oh, I'm done packing this sucker around, which is fantastic news. I'm glad to ditch that bad boy. That thing is just soaked. Absolutely soaked. And I gotta go back up there again and get the other half off. Gosh, that's gonna stink. Oh. We're just gonna ditch all the meat in the back here. Oh. Yeah, if it keeps snowing, it's gonna be dicey getting back up in here. This road's already a slick sucker. Start drying that crap out. Man, I wish I had that whole thing out. That would be nice. All right. Okay, back at the camper. I've just got all my junk like drying. Got my boots on the boots dryer. All my stuff is just sitting up. This thing is still soaking wet. I got everything out, so my gun was just drenched. I pretty much dried out most everything. I got the buddy heaters. Both of them have been on. I did have the furnace on in here for quite a while. Made a pizza, ate some cookies, and an ice cream Snickers bar, thanks to my lovely wife. Anyway, crap is just sprawled out. Again, another buddy heater. Got everything pretty much good to go for tomorrow. I am tired. I just got done reading a chapter of my book, and I've got the meat sitting up underneath my bed in the camper, so it's not getting just dumped on. but it is still snowing. I just wonder if it's going to stop. Or if I'm going to be hiking in another 2 feet of snow tomorrow. Packing out the rest of that elk. Keith is going to come up tomorrow. He's supposed to be hunting 39. And anyway, the area he was going to go has probably just got too much snow, so he decided that he's just going to come up here, which is good. Then he can help me pack this thing out. Vince can still go hunt where he was going to hunt and not miss a day, and I will be able to get that elk out in hopefully a timely manner. It's just a rear quarter and a front quarter. The front's got a backstrap in it, so it should be a piece of cake. I mean, honestly, I'll go in there with an empty pack, which will be great, and there's gonna be a lot more snow, and we'll have to hike uphill all the way up to get to it. I'm not sure exactly how far it is, maybe 1.5 miles. But it's steep, rocky, and nasty. No real trail. So Keith's gonna meet me at 9 o'clock here at the camper. Right now it's almost 6 o'clock, and I am tired and exhausted, so I think I'm gonna tidy up a few things and go to bed. We'll see how. I just hope it stops snowing. This could be a cluster tomorrow. If not, I hope I can make it down the dirt road. Time will tell. All right, folks, Saturday, the retrieval mission. We got Keith here with his 4-wheel drive Honda. It is, I don't know if you can tell, but it is raining. Raining quite hard. The snow turned to rain, and we're gonna go back up in that big mountain and go get the rest of that elk and get soaked in the process. So I'll turn this thing on, off and on, just for a little bit of footage. But yeah, it started snowing, or stopped snowing last night and started raining. At some point it's been dumping rain. It's pretty warm out here, but I'd rather have snow than rain, so we're going to deal with getting real wet, but it shouldn't be too far of a hike. Just very wet. Okay, so we're just boogieing up here and following the snow trail that I took yesterday. And we've got wolf tracks. So Keith is just splitting out. He's gonna head back to his rig and get his gun in case there is a wolf on the carcass. I hope they're just not eating my meat. But anyway, we got a bunch. And there's deer tracks. Yeah, then there's big old wolf tracks from sometime last night, or early this morning. So I'm gonna wait here for Keith to come back with the gun, and we will make a plan. Doesn't look like it's been. See his head hanging over the log? Oh, yeah. It doesn't look like it's been touched. Looks like still on it still. Yeah, nothing's been here.
some mean spikes still on that bad boy. Yeah. Some weird lumpage on that other side. Well, this is it, Keith. This is it. Yeah, if he didn't hit that log, I guess he would have gone down to the next log. Boy, it looks like coyote tracks everywhere, but I think it's just snow falling out of the tree. My meat is still right where I left it, which is good.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be long until...
Yeah, if a guy could just set up somewhere, I mean, that wolf is going to find this thing. I'm sorry the birds haven't found it. But then again, it's covered with snow, so...
No, I don't know if the smell isn't traveling as much or what.
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Can't even see the meat with that bark sitting on top of it. How's that for a crappy attempt of hiding? I mostly wanted to keep snow and stuff off of it. Yeah, he's...
Really anywhere to hang it.
No, that's the thing. I was like, I could stick it in a bush, but I'm just going to hide right there. He came sliding down here and got wad up by this stump. Kicked around here for a little bit. Rolled down here to that bush.
Oh, so you were over there.
Yeah. But he was up the hill quite a ways. I was thinking, oh man, maybe he'll go all the way to the bottom. Yeah, I wish it was this clear yesterday. That'd have been sweet. Much better video.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the outcome couldn't have got any better, but...
No, it worked out all right. Well,
it looks like there's could be a fair bit of snow up on top of those peaks there.
Yeah. I mean, those, where the trees are still white, it's still frozen up there.
Yeah.
Got her? All right, I'm ready to rock. Where's my water? Water bladder will just hang over there like that, I suppose. If I didn't have this piece of this bone in it, I'd be doing real good. All right, the rest of it's yours, Keith. You got the lightweight version. Dude, you might as well just hold this in your hand.
It's that light, huh? You can hold it.
It's not that bad, actually. Ready? Oh, you gotta dude, look at that thing. It's beautiful. Your backpack. It's all curled up. Everything. Has it ever been used?
Yeah.
Huh.
Just put it back together, Neil.
I was gonna say that is. Looks like it came from the factory that way.
It's over here on the
That's
side.
your back strap right there. Want it more up high so it's not all down low.
Oh, there. No, I don't mind it being down low.
Dude, this could be so light. There's that big blob hanging up the side there. Really no meat up top here to grip down on. Oh, just fold her up like a burrito.
No, can't we do this?
like it's nothing, huh?
Just don't take too much time. And I cannot have done this yesterday with my backpack. That thing, oh man.
All right.
Miserable.
Back, buddy.
Ms. Rebel. Yeah, this is noticeably lighter. This is not bad at all. If the pack out hadn't have killed me, I would have came back in and got the rest. But I was like, I don't feel like packing another half of an elk. But this is totally doable. Okay. Let's see, it was 1.17 miles.
Total?
Yeah.
1.17.
Yeah, dude, that's a freaking cakewalk.
Shoot, the first 3/4 was a flat.
Yeah. Well, it's just this steep downhill stuff that was just treacherous. With that much weight on your back, just no fun. You have a bone saw?
What?
You have a bone saw
Yeah.
in your backpack? Hard to get to? No, let's just leave it. I was going to cut the antlers off. All right, folks, back at the vehicle. It's one of the easiest pack outs I think I've ever done. Very nice with a little help.
The wolf never showed himself. Though.
Yeah, no wolf, unfortunately. He's gonna find it probably today, later tonight. Ah man, I took about 10 times too much water for that excursion. Didn't need to take any food, which I hauled.
Ooh, this thing is kind of wet. I guess we're only going like a 1/4 mile.
Okay. That's a wrap, folks.